Hey guys, Tracy here with Summer Pick Farms. What is up? Ooh, hot in here today. Woo, woo, woo. Well, it is 80 degrees in the high tunnel. Yes, I know, believe it or not. It's 80 degrees in here. Looks like I gotta get the sides open. Get some ventilation in here. But anyway, what we are here to talk about today is crop failure. Yes, I know, it's a bad word. It's going to happen. Trust me, it happens to everybody, no matter what level that you're at in your gardening experience. The disappointment of crop failure hits you just as hard. It hit us pretty hard. Unless you guys are living under a rock, you have been involved in this, whatever the media is calling this, apocalyptic 2022 annihilation or whatever is going on right now. It has been really, really crappy outside last week for like 3 days. Here in Kansas, we did have negative 30 some degrees as the wind chill. We actually had physically negative 4 as the true air temperature, and it brought us down to like negative 34, 36, 38, something like that with the wind chill, because we did have 40 plus mile an hour winds sustained for 2 days. High tunnel fared out great, as you can see. Crops did not. Of course, the key player crops as spinach here. I should turn you guys around. You can check it out. Spinach looks amazing. Kale looks amazing down there. Spinach and kale are rock stars when it comes to growing in the wintertime. You can throw a lot of other stuff in there also. So don't get me wrong, it's just these two. I mean, you've literally got red Russian kale. You've got celery. You've got items like that that you could grow also. Wintercress, stuff like that you could grow in here that will take your frost. Now, some of it, as you can see there, if you guys can see, some of the leaves do have a little bit of damage on it. That's no big deal. The majority of it is able to be harvested, and we will continue to harvest. The kale looks amazing. As you can see, we've got some holes here. A lot of crop damage, guys. I think me and my wife went through here. We roughly calculated, now that's my Kansas math, roughly calculated, we probably lost 75 to 80% of our crops in the high tunnel we lost last week. And let me just show you. You guys can see, I mean, look at that. Look at the damage to the Salanova. Can you guys see that? Literally this stuff, and it's just beds and beds. There is, in these two beds alone, you can see where I started ripping some of it out. In these two beds alone, I think we calculated 340 heads of Salanova we lost to the weather. I mean, look at that. Yeah, that is bad. So literally, we lost 3 beds. We lost that bed. We lost the little bit of head lettuce we had there. I think we had 40 head lettuces there. It was gone. We've lost both these beds here. Just shy under 400 heads of Salanova. We do have some promising. You can see I went through the ones that did not have any frost damage, which are few and far between here. You can see that. And I went through and I cleaned up the bottoms. And I do not expect these to make them through the winter. But what I did is I cleaned up the bottoms so that way I can throw a couple blankets on it. See if I can water these guys, get these guys to pop out. And that will just give us, as a family, a little bit of solid mix to get us through maybe for another month before we really start to hit this hard. You can see the damage. You guys can see that. We do have some pluses over there. This is where the good is. We do use high weight frost blankets from Bootstrap Farmer. These things did help us out a lot. Now, like we've talked about, having a high tunnel, having frost blankets, all of your checks and balances in place does not necessarily mean you are going to be 100% successful. You still have Mother Nature, and Mother Nature right there is your determining factor on whether you're going to survive or not. So we do have damage. We do. But we've been able to go through here. I've been able to go through here and pick some of these. You can see some of these leaves, they're pretty nasty. So that means they do have frost damage on them. But we'll go through and we will pick what we can out of here. We did have a delivery yesterday, and we did have enough to do our bi-monthly bags to about 25 of our customers, so they did get a bag yesterday. I think what we're going to do is we've got enough here and what I can pick through that maybe we will be able to do one more bag service here in a couple weeks, and then I think we're going to be done. So saying that, the videos coming from us here may be a little, as the season kind of winds down, don't really have a whole lot to talk about. We do have some things that are coming. I've got all my seed catalogs in. So if you want to do a video like that, leave it down in the comments and we'll talk about seed catalogs, what to look for, what not to get distracted by, and is it really important? Is it something that you really need to grow right now in your guys' gardening plan? Different things like that. And then we'll probably talk about what's coming up, what I'd like to get accomplished in this 2023 growing season. But anyway, guys, I think that's where I'm going to stop the video. I got to get these sides rolled up because it is hot in here. Feels good, though. 80 degrees. Man, feels good on this 40-degree day. Believe it or not, we had 62 degrees 2 days ago, and we had 55 degrees yesterday. Literally, in less than a week, we went from negative 30 to 62 degrees, just like that. And I know some places do that. This is Kansas. You know, it's supposed to be cold right now. But, you know, I grew up here my whole life. I will be 50 next year. And I remember when we were a child, when I was a kid, me and my little brother, when we used to be outside waiting for the bus, there used to be, I swear to God, there was like 4 foot of snow on the ground every winter. Now, if we get 4 inches of snow, it's making the news. So it's pretty crazy how times have changed, how from either whether you believe or not in climate change or whatever's going on. It's just crazy to think how things have changed. But anyway, guys, make sure you follow us on Summer Pick Farms on Facebook and Instagram, and I will see you guys later. Bye.